Hello everyone and welcome to Siriana Tarot. This is a you versus them love reading for Cancer. We'll explore your energy, the energy of the person on your mind, and the dynamic between you. Not to fix or chase anyone, but to support your clarity, self-trust, and emotional steadiness. As always, take what resonates and leave the rest. All right, Cancer. So your person is showing up as the Ten of Swords in reverse. Okay, your energy, the Hermit in reverse, Virgo energy. And what's going on between the two of you, we see the Nine of Coins, all right, or the Nine of Pentacles, Venus and Virgo. All right, and we have the Eight of Wands. All right, so Cancer, for a lot of you, I feel like this person is somebody that's absolutely ready to communicate with you. Now, it could be somebody that wants to heal things after a difficult ending with you. For others of you, this person has just been healing and working on releasing negative attachments and maybe healing from some sort of personal loss, whether it was another relationship or the loss of a loved one or a job. But the Eight of Wands tells me, Cancer, this person has a lot of focused intention on you. And they want to communicate. They want to move things forward. All right. And they're ready to speak their truth here. All right. So we see the Five of Swords. Yeah. I feel like this is somebody who, they may have been detached. This is Venus and Aquarius energy. There may have been fighting, bickering, and arguing between the two of you. But not for all of you. Others of you, for some of my Cancers, I'm picking up on what this person is going through or has been going through. And there's definitely conflict here. They've been experiencing conflict. But with the Five of Wands here, I feel they're ready to fight for this connection. They're ready to fight for you. All right. They're viewing you as the Queen of Pentacles. So a lot of you may have Earth in your chart, or you just embody this earthy, grounded energy. The Queen of Pentacles is someone who always looks good. She takes good care of her house, her home, her finances. She's marriage material. She's, mother or parent material. She's somebody who's patient. She's grounded. She's generous. She's very well put together, and she's not in a rush. And she's also learned not to overgive. Now, with the Hermit card, your energy, some of you do have Virgo in your chart. But with the Hermit in reverse, the shadow attributes of Virgo energy can be nervousness. It can be being harsh or judgmental, mostly to yourself or on yourself, being very hard on yourself. It can be over-analysis paralysis. So there may be something about this person or this connection or the timing of it all, Cancer, that makes you feel a little bit nervous or anxious. But I also feel with the Hermit in reverse, it's also someone who's ready to put themselves out there. So if you've kind of been holding back and focusing on your own energy, doing your spiritual work, healing, basically becoming enlightened here over this situation, I feel like you're ready to grant people or maybe this person access to you after being on your own for a bit, after, being in your shell for a bit, Cancer. All right. So your energy, the Sun, Leo energy. So some of you could have Leo in your chart, or you could be Cancer, Leo cusps. I feel like you have the clarity that you need after taking some time for yourself. I also think you're ready to put yourself out there, or you're starting to put yourself out there. So the Sun card is, getting a lot of attention. Maybe you've been through a little bit of a glow up, Cancer. I also see with the Sun is like you're ready for growth and expansion. You're in a very high vibrational energy, even if you are in a little bit of an over-analysis paralysis here. And you're viewing this person as the Emperor, Aries energy. So you're seeing this person as potentially a divine counterpart. You see them as resilient, courageous. This is someone who's definitely got it together. Someone who's sexy and powerful, successful. Someone who stands their ground. Okay, so I do think there's a lot that you really do like about this person. Now, what's going on between the two of you, the Nine of Pentacles? It tells me that you're both single. But the Nine of Pentacles, Venus and Virgo energy is also healthy energy. So I feel like you both are quite independent, have everything you need, know what a healthy relationship looks and feels like. Okay. They're viewing the relationship as the Eight of Cups in reverse. So they spend a lot of time thinking about you, wondering about you, fantasizing about what this could be. But most of all, the Eight of Cups is telling me they absolutely want to see you again, Cancer. So whether this is an ex or this is someone that you've been loosely dealing with or it's a crush, they do want to come back around to you. All right. And you're viewing the relationship as the Page of Wands in reverse. So for some of you, this might have been short-lived or ephemeral. The Page of Wands, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius energy tells me that you're definitely attracted to this person, but you're not so confident about where this is going or if this is going to be or can be something long-term. And my Cancers, you're showing up in the Nine of Pentacles, Venus and Virgo energy. So you're definitely feeling good. I feel like I'm connecting to a lot of my Cancers who have been taking time for yourselves, finding peace, being grounded, being grateful for what you have, everything, you know, also celebrating like what you've worked for. And you know, you're in this energy of, you know, I don't really need anybody, but I would like somebody or the right person to join me. But I don't see that you're about to chase or to give your power away either. So I really do like your energy there. So let's see what else we need to know about this person. And you know, Cancer, you being in this Nine of Pentacles energy, and like, even if you are very focused on this person, you're not acting like it. And I feel like it's making you that much more attractive. Okay, so we see adjudication. So some of you, this person, you know, you might be in separation. Some of you, they've been through a painful divorce or some sort of lawsuit or legal issues. But I'm also seeing here that this person has made up their mind. They've taken some time, they've weighed up the options, they've made up their mind about you, they've made up their mind about this connection. Yeah, and we see imprisonment. So a lot of you, they've been overthinking. Okay, they've been stuck in a prison of their own making, if you will. Some of you, there may have been issues with the law here. That may be confirmation for some of you. Or, you know, for others of you, they've freed themselves from another connection. That Ten of Swords could be, you know, a divorce being finalized or a really painful ending to an unhealthy connection. And we see great fortune. So I do see that this person has a lot to offer, Cancer. Yeah, I definitely see that they have a lot to offer here. Okay. Now let's see what else we need to know about them. What else do my Cancers need to know about this person? All right, the Golden Mirror. Okay, so it is something to watch out for because we see that this person may have a tendency to be self-absorbed. We see narcissist energy, although I'm not really ready to go there because I'm not picking up on a lot of that energy from the cards. But a one-sided relationship and love bombing. So they may come in, they may love bomb you, Cancer. So you want to watch out for that. And one-sided relationship. So that may be their fears here. And for others of you where this is like a good person, because I do feel like with the Nine of Pentacles, both of you understand a healthy relationship and what it takes. But what I'm also seeing here is that, you know, maybe this is what this person was dealing with, okay, and what they still might be reacting to on some level. All right, so we see not enough. So this person is frustrated in the relationship, a lack of confidence, self-sabotage, fear and ego issues and jealousy. Okay, this may be what they were dealing with in that other situation, but I also think this person does have some deep fears about maybe not being good enough or not having enough to offer you. Because again, you're not thirsty, you're not desperate, you're not trying to chase this person. All right, so Cancer, in your energy, we have keys on a ring. So a lot of my Cancers, you are well aware that you have other options available to you. And I could see that with the Sun card, like you're getting a lot of attention, you're glowing, you know, you like the attention you're getting, you have other options. You also know that it's time to make a decision about this connection. And for some of you, the Page of Wands in reverse is echoing this one night stand or like a short-lived connection. So again, you're not so sure about the longevity here. And we see heart with a key. So welcoming love, meeting the one, open your heart, getting together, and perfect. So, but there's also this, the flip side of the coin here, Cancer, is a lot of you do feel like, okay, maybe this isn't anything. Maybe this is just a one-night stand. Maybe this wasn't meant to be, you know. But then we see that, well, on the other hand, they've opened up your heart chakra. You have deep feelings for this person. And, you know, you may have the key to their heart, or you may feel like they do. So I can see, like, my Cancers, you're kind of two minds here about this connection. Now we see endings bring new beginnings, growth, change, liberation, and transition. And I definitely feel like that's what's going on between the two of you. There's an ending. We see that in this person's energy with the Ten of Swords. And it's bringing this new beginning, if you're up for it, Cancer, if that's what you're looking for. Okay, if this is good enough, if you feel like they're your best option right now. All right, so let's go ahead and see what we need to know here that we might not be seeing. So fragile heart, Cancer, you can be vulnerable and trust in this connection. Your fragile heart is safe. Yeah, so that's a really good sign. But I also feel like your fragile heart is safe, Cancer, because you also know your strength. You're not about to let anybody ruin you or destroy you, is what I'm getting, even if you open up to them. And we see detours, divine intervention, delays, and detours. So there definitely have been delays. There have been detours here. All right, let's see what this person would like to say to you, Cancer. What does this person want to say to my Cancers, please? All right, I hope you will find forgiveness in your heart for me. So that's for those of you who have had an ending with this person. And that's not for all of you. Some of you, like I said, I'm picking up on what this person has been through. And I must admit that I'm longing for your touch and your warm embrace. So regardless of who this person is, Cancer, they're missing you. Okay, they're missing you, they're missing your touch, they're missing that warm embrace. All right, let's see what their very next actions are towards my Cancers in the next couple of days or the next week or so. What are their very next actions towards my Cancers? The Three of Cups in reverse. Okay, so they might be getting gossip about you. All right, they may be still kind of dealing with third-party energy, so wrapping up that divorce or that separation or moving out or, you know, or whatever it might be. And third party doesn't always have to be a romantic rival. I mean, it could be like they're working a lot or they're still at a distance. Okay, they're definitely stressing and obsessing with the Nine of Swords. They want victory though, but they're still in the process of building up strength and courage, and they're still a little bit worried about their ego there, Cancer. So over the next week or so, I feel like they're probably just going to be, you know, I feel like they're probably just going to be holding back, stressing, planning for victory, trying to build up strength and courage to come towards you. All right. This is not the deck that I wanted to pull from, so let's see what advice and guidance we have for my Cancers, please. Advice and guidance for my Cancers, please. So let the discomfort pass. Not every feeling requires action. Yeah, so right now, if you're feeling a little bit uncomfortable, you're not sure what to do, you might be feeling a little bit anxious, just wait. Let the discomfort pass. Now, if there's something that you need to say, it may be time to speak your truth, or maybe you need to write it down first, okay? But just stay settled and grounded. And respond from regulation. Act once your nervous system is settled. Yeah, so a lot of my Cancers, like, and I could see that with the Hermit in reverse. Even though I think you're in a really grounded, positive place, there may be something about this connection that has you a bit dysregulated or feeling that way. All right, and Spirit saying nothing needs to be decided today, Cancer. You're allowed to let clarity settle without forcing a conclusion. All right. So Cancers, I'm going to leave it here. I'm sending you love and light. Take care.